England making a late comeback, but India's crossed 450. That's the story of the session, and we have been telling you this a million times since the last couple of days. The moment the air becomes heavy here in Leeds, the ball starts to move. For the first 1 hour, when the sun was baking down, no help
Nothing happened.
whatsoever, and the moment we have a cloud cover, dark clouds on our left, it's getting cloudy, getting overcast. Ben Stokes, beautiful spell, getting England back to the contest somewhat. 455, a lot of runs already on the board. Ravindra Jadeja still out there. India will hope to get to 500. This match still heavily loaded in favour of India, but England will take some respite. But Rishabh Pant, what an incredible innings.
What an incredible innings. I think this is one of the best that we've seen from Rishabh Pant. And not for the flamboyant batting, but for the way that he took responsibility, he put a price on his wicket, and the way that he defended his life yesterday. I mean, those defenses looked so solid, and we had spoken to so many greats of Indian cricket, and you had done those exclusive interviews. Everyone said that Rishabh Pant has a solid defense. He needs to trust it, and he needs to use it, and that's precisely what he did. He played out the entire thing, and today as well, right after he crossed his 100, me and Trisha were again standing in the balcony. Ravi Shastri coming out, celebrating him. And after
And
that,
Gargi tweets that photograph, but for the moment, Rohan is saying, do you have anything in your hand? Yeah,
What?
let's give it to me. So Rohan is saying, hold that. Exactly like Rishabh put everything down and did the somersault. Do you want to do it?
no, give it back to
Come
me.
on. Come on. Gargi for a second was stumped. But that celebration was something. He put everything down and does that somersault.
He takes his time, takes his gloves off, keeps his bats, takes off his helmet, and then does it. It takes his sweet time for that celebration. It's an incredible one.
But excellent innings under pressure.
Very
I mean,
good,
Rishabh
very
Pant
good.
is the favorite of the trolls, isn't it? I mean, Rishabh Pant loves, people kind of these trolls love abusing him and all of that. But this innings, 700s now by an Indian wicketkeeper
Serious
batter.
player.
Let me say this once and for all. Rishabh Pant is India's greatest red ball wicketkeeper batter of all time by a country mile. Yes, I'm saying this keeping in mind the legendary MS Dhoni. Not 100 in Sena countries in red ball. Rishabh has 100 in South Africa, has multiple hundreds in Australia, had 200s in England, out, and he's gotten out in the 90s multiple times. This guy in red ball cricket, not white
One
ball.
of the best.
This guy in red ball cricket is an absolute generation player.
Absolutely. You have no other word. I think you use the right word there. Generation player. You cannot describe him any other way. The way that he puts the pressure back on the opposition is something that
Hey,
needs
Rohan,
to be studied.
Harabaru থেকে দেখ দই নিয়ে এসছে, তুই খাবি তো নিয়ে নে।
Then there needs to be a Harvard study done on how Rishabh Pant, flips the switch entirely. There are times when he gets speed. There are times when there's pressure on him. But then he preempts those shots. He's thinking 2 steps ahead of the bowler and does something bizarre. I mean, talk about that lap shot of Shoaib Bashir. Who would have thought we thought he would do that?
Oh, but
but
some
any
of-
other conventional batter, would they even, in their wildest dreams, think that they would lap shot a Shoaib Bashir? I don't think anyone else can do that. There's only one, and it's Rishabh Pant. What an incredible innings we've seen from the young man.
I mean, look, the point is everybody knows this guy has a bundle of talent.
Yeah.
But when you're playing overseas and you're playing these kind of shots against an attack which is a very good attack, I mean, don't go by what you've seen yesterday. They look pedestrian, but it's a difficult ground to bat, especially when it starts to get cloudy. The ball starts to move. They got Gill. Had England got, Pant early yesterday,
Yeah.
this is a different game. 450 plus on the board, but that dismissal was tame. That dismissal, he left the ball thinking that, did not offer a shot, got LBW. I was thinking 150 and Rishabh Pant would take India to 500. But I already think India's got enough. Another 30, 40 runs, Ravindra Jadeja still there. The tail,
Will
Jasprit
set
Bumrah,
the tone
Mohammad
very
Siraj, Prasidh Krishna, if they contribute even 5-10, Ravindra Jadeja will take the attack, another 45, 50 runs, and India will be hugely in business in these conditions with Jasprit Bumrah steaming in. These are Rishabh Pant photographs taken by Debashish Sen. I think he's taken a chronology of that cartwheel,
yes.
of that somersault, whatever you want to call it. I thought Gargi is fit enough to do that. She refused to. That's your fault. But incredible. Yes, we are showing the Rishabh Pant photographs that Devashish Sen had
I
taken.
want to talk a little bit more about Rishabh Pant because in England, and this is a new concept to me because this is my first time here, we get this earpiece where
Oh,
we
yeah,
can
the radios,
listen,
yeah.
the radios where we can listen to the commentary. And an interesting fact is the stump mic is very, very clear on this. On TV or on broadcast, you don't get to hear it very closely, but every single conversation that the player has anywhere near the stump mic is very clear on this. And I was constantly listening to what Rishabh Pant was saying, the way that he was speaking to Ravindra Jadeja, to Karun Nair. And there was one point where Rishabh Pant he was preempting those deliveries. He was saying, "Abhi aisa marega, abhi aisa dalega, bahar karega." He was constantly saying, communicating that to his partner. And there was also one point, I don't remember exactly what he said, but he said something like, "Abhi aisa dalega, main marega." That's Rishabh Pant for you.
Unbelievable. I mean, the fellow's confidence, I know the guy very, very well. He's a genuinely, I can't
It's not
say.
impulse.
No, I'm telling you, he once said to me, he said, "आप लोग सोचते हो मैं एड़ा हूँ, मैं एड़ा नहीं हूँ." And we had that chat, and he started laughing. I started laughing, and he said, "There is a method to my madness," and he went on to describe how he reads the bowler.
Yeah.
And he's a really good friend of mine, absolute generational talent, no debate. I mean, fantastic red ball batter. I'm not going into white ball at the moment, but think about the IPL. For the first time, he was dealing with a slump like that. He wasn't able to score. He was really hurting. He was hurting. Then that 100 in the last game, and he comes here, gets into business, red ball cricket, vice captain, leadership role. Even when Shubman Gill was walking out, he came and patted Shubman Gill at
He
the back.
ran and patted
Exactly,
Shubman
and
Gill.
fantastic. I mean, the young Indian side making a serious statement. It's gotten brightened up a little bit. You don't want this. You want, hi. You want this cloud cover to stay on. You want this
When
heavy
India is
air to
bowling.
stay on. The prediction is for that. The prediction is for no sun this afternoon till about 4 p.m., 4:30 p.m. The prediction is like this. Jasprit Bumrah bowling with a heavy ball, heavy air, some rain around. This will set it up for India.
Talking about the rain, I bumped into some former cricketers in the lift, and what happened was they were talking about the rain and what would happen. So one of the former cricketers said that the ground staff is saying that if there is rain or if there is heavy rain, it will get difficult for
100%.
the play to come on because it will cause trouble to the ground.
I was chatting with Stuart Broad
Yeah.
and Mark Wood. And Mark said to me, Leeds is not just about the wicket.
Yes.
Leeds is about here, up.
Yes.
Mark was there in that media center coffee room, and Mark was talking to me about that it is not just about, it is never about the wicket. It is always about a combination. If it gets heavy, if the cloud cover comes in and the air becomes heavier, if there is rain around, a Jasprit Bumrah, Mohammad Siraj, a Prasidh Krishna and a Shardul Thakur will become an absolutely difficult proposition for England. They will find it hard, make no mistake. India, maybe another 40, 50 runs. The moment you get to 500, that's a massive psychological thing as well, Gargi. Overseas tour, you've got first test match, you've scored 500 runs. 500 runs. I mean, yesterday you were talking about 300 runs. We were talking about 300 and we are in the game. You're talking 500 runs here. England will find it very hard in these kind of conditions.
And you know what? When you go in as a bowler, when the Indian bowlers will go in today with the new ball, if the conditions stay like this, Jasprit Bumrah with that new ball will be very, very dangerous.
You have four slates.
Yeah,
you've got runs to play.
And also, exactly the point I was trying to make, when the younger ones also come in, when a Prasidh Krishna comes in, when a Mohammad Siraj comes in, or even a Shardul Thakur, they will always have that security of 500 runs on the scoreboard. So even if they go for boundaries, they will have that. There will be a bit of release of pressure where they will think, okay, you still have a lot of runs on the scoreboard. If you're hitting me for a couple of boundaries per over, that's all right. I will still keep trying my variations.
And you attack, because there will be opportunities. I mean, when you attack, if you put the ball in the right areas And if someone tries to play Jasprit Bumrah for too many shots, there has to be an opportunity.
Absolutely.
Jasprit Bumrah will create opportunities, will ask questions of the batters. If there is a rain interruption, that means the bowler stays fresh. They go out, they come back. Multiple short spells, use him as a wicket taker, like Saurav Ganguly, for example, anticipated. And Gill and Pant have punished England. They have punished England. Look at that Shubman Gill innings of 147. Look at that Rishabh Pant innings of 135. India has scored at over 4. Yes, you will say, okay, England has got 3 or 4 for the session. They came back towards the last half an hour. But, pardon me?
Okay, nothing. Go ahead.
Okay, so, the whole story here has been India's batting, resilience, self-belief, young team stepping up and delivering. The Ganguly, Tendulkar and Dravid hundreds have been scored now. Jaiswal, Pant and Gill. So absolutely spot on. That point in time, Ganguly, captain, Gill, captain, premier batter, Tendulkar, premier batter, Rishabh Pant. That point in time, Rahul Dravid, here, Yashasvi Jaiswal. So 2002 in that sense has been equaled. Now let's see if India can get to 500 or not.
I was expecting at least a half century from Shardul Thakur as well.
Yeah, just at the stroke of lunch. I mean, both days at the stroke of lunch.
Yes, you lost 2 wickets at the stroke
Today,
of
3.
lunch. Yes, today 3. All right.
Pant, Karun Nair was an exceptional catch.
Pant was still...
Pant, Karun Nair, now.
Karun Nair was still a bit earlier.
No, about 10 minutes. Gill was early. After that, Karun Nair, Rishabh Pant and Shardul Thakur back-to-back.
Back-to-back.
Ben Stokes 4 wickets. But that Karun Nair catch was exceptional.
Exceptional from Ollie Pope. I mean, he just dove and got that catch. But let's talk about Ben Stokes a little bit. Still
Fantastic.
their best bowler.
Fantastic.
Still their best bowler. And me and Trisha was talking at the start of the day.
Okay, let me just quickly tell you that the covers are coming on.
Oh,
the covers are coming
but
on.
there's
So
no
clearly,
drizzle.
no drizzle yet, but must be the Met prediction. They know the weather predictions here are quite accurate. They know that rain is in the air. Maybe a preemptive one. I've got some photographs here. Rohan, can we get that photo sent by Amit? Covers are coming on.
Swapnil, please play those photos.
Yeah, there you go. Covers are coming on.
The hover cover. The hover.
The Hoover covers.
Hoover covers.
The Hoover covers. They can cover the tracks and they've got the thing to cover the wicket. The breeze has started to blow. There is a chance of a shower. There will be heavy air. So as you can see, we will show you the photograph. Rohan, just instruct the back end to show that the covers are coming on. Added. Beautiful. Show it. Neil, show it. The covers are coming on. Amit Shah sending us these photographs from inside. If it rains, India will not mind this one bit.
No. If it rains and even if Shardul Thakur and the rest of the batting lineup don't go on and not
Ravindra Jadeja, Shardul's out. Yeah.
Sorry, Ravindra Jadeja. If they go out and still don't make too many runs, I don't think they'll be bothered because they will want to bowl with the new cherry in this weather. It will be Jasprit Bumrah in this. Will be serious damage to the England batting
Maybe the
lineup.
first 7-8 overs when the lacquer is there, the ball will not do as much. But after that, these kind of conditions is where Jasprit Bumrah will come into play. If you Rohan, just show people the cloud cover. In the morning, you've seen the skies. It's been blue, right? Look at it now. These are. I can't see a speck of blue anymore. Maybe I can't see blue. It's all grey now. It's all grey. Behind us here, it's darkish grey. This side is again darkish grey. It's grey now. It's gloomy. There is a breeze blowing, but it's darkish grey. So that's what we are trying to show you. The cloud cover here and Leeds. It is not just about the wicket. Never was. Forever, it has been about the heavy air. Tendulkar made this point multiple times and explained to me the other day that look at the conditions, and when I say the conditions, it's about the quality of air. If the air is heavy, the ball will move.
Swing.
Stuart Broad and Mark Wood made that point. Deep Das Gupta made that point. I think Gargi overheard a couple of former cricketers making that point on her way down here. So India, they will fancy their chances in these kind of conditions. And if they get to 500, nothing like it. You reckon Ravindra Jadeja will come and kind of attack a little bit?
I think so, and I think that's what they should do, because even though the ball is old, it's still giving some movement
It
under
will
this.
move.
It will move,
Dukes.
absolutely. It is move, and it had started moving a while ago. So at this point, Ravindra Jadeja needs to come out, go gung ho, get some 50 runs with the rest of the batting attack. With the rest of the attack, you've got Jasprit Bumrah who can swing the bat. You've got Prasidh. Just come and
Muck. Prasidh and Siraj are.
Just
But
come and
Siraj
hit.
being Siraj, he will move away.
He will try to do something. Just get 10 runs each and leave the rest to Ravindra Jadeja. If we can muster up 50 runs more, I think it's a very, very good target for India.
Nidish Mishra,
And,
550. That's too far at this
Too
point in
far.
time.
100 runs.
Shoradeep Das, Shardul also out, yes, at the stroke of lunch high. So, happy with the proceedings so
Oh,
far?
it's really going good. So hopefully we'll see some bowling from India
You will,
very
you
soon.
will.
Yeah. So that's what
Nice
we are
one. In
waiting
fact,
for.
nice bowling from India.
They should declare after 500.
They should
They,
declare
they
you.
should
will.
declare.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah.
Okay.
We should
It's-
win
they
this
should
match.
absolutely declare after
There's
500.
no chance we should lose this match. We
Oh,
should win.
it's-
No,
it's-
no draw, no lose. We should win. That's it.
You know, we should definitely going for the win. There's no point actually just playing right now. Otherwise, it's going to be a boring game.
So there you go. Indian fans clearly hoping for an Indian win. Say declare after 500. Take care. India will not declare. That's not happening.
That's not happening.
But what they said, they basically want to use this cloud cover to
And
get
want
into
to
the
bowl.
England lineup. See Jasprit Bumrah and the rest of the boys bowl. That's what they're trying to say. Okay.
One
Let's-
stat before we end. The last two times, the number 4 batter at Leeds scored 100, India have won. 1986 Dilip Vengsarkar, 2002 Sachin Tendulkar.
Wait.
the series or what?
The match.
The match.
The last time?
So here's what
You
Rohan is
come
saying.
and say, na?
Okay, you want to come and say? Say it.
Tell us yourself.
Last time at Leeds, the number 4 batter scored a century. India have won that test match.
Oh, okay.
So
So,
this time is Gill.
Okay, so Dilip Vengsarkar got 100 and okay, let's see if I remember. Dilip Vengsarkar got 126, I think. 26 or 27. Dilip Vengsarkar got 126, if I remember from memory, 1986. Sachin Tendulkar here and in a winning cause. And Sachin Tendulkar got 193. Yes. Sachin Tendulkar got 193.
oh,
Rahul Dravid.
it has started
100.
drizzling. I just got a drop of rain on my face. And, Arey Baba, it's really? Just wait for 5 minutes. Don't end the show.
Gargi's
Don't end
visualization.
the show.
Even the gods
Wait,
want to drop rain on her ahead of everyone else. That's Gargi for you.
See, he's also saying.
Ah,
Wait. I am not
my,
ending the show
my two little colleagues, God's children,
until it
they've-
starts raining. I am not turning this off.
so they've got a
to
speck
prove
of rain
myself.
on them already. But the prediction is for rain. You can see it's black here.
It's black.
It's black
It's
there,
completely black
and it's
now.
heavy. I mean the air is, if you are seeing that the heat is gone. I mean this is now pleasant weather. This is getting cooler. There is rain around, and absolutely there is rain around. We've got to wait and see when that rain comes in. But at this point in time, India will not mind that one
No,
bit.
not at all.
India will say, let the rain come in, a passing shower, let it become heavy, and we will come and the ball will move. But before that, there is a Ravindra Jadeja still
Just
out
come
there
and attack.
who will want to score some runs.
Just
Siraj
attack.
will throw his bat. Bumrah will might. Bumrah
Might
has
just,
also
yes.
a decent enough defense.
Remember that 35
Shubayan,
run over.
have you seen me bat in England? That
Oh
answer
yes,
to
it was
Shubayan
Shubayan.
in Australia. Shubayan asked him and he said, have you seen me bat in England? So Jasprit Bumrah, England, all of us will see that. But you happy overall with what you've seen so far?
I am. I think we've seen some real sensible batting. One from
It's
Yashasvi
one of Rishabh
Jaiswal.
Pant's best innings.
Rishabh Pant, Yashasvi Jaiswal and Shubman Gill. There was a lot riding on these three players. Even KL Rahul did his job. Maybe he wasn't able to convert his innings into a big one. But see, again, that's the rain.
So it's been 3 minutes after you said.
No, but it was there. Come on, guys. No,
No, now it's starting.
Now it's starting. We have to make sure we don't get our equipment wet.
No,
so-
it's still okay.
Yes,
come in,
but-
come inside. There
But
is shade.
again, what I'm trying to say is that
Folks, we are starting to feel the rain, and this time it's real. For I am not Rohan or Gargi to tell you this.
अरे तुम देखो तो क्या क्या आ रहा है फ्रेम में ओ अच्छा
না, এটা
मेरे को
টিকিট
लगा नहीं
কাউন্টার,
दिख रहा है।
এটা টিকিট কাউন্টার, তুই টয়লেট বলছিস কেন? অদ্ভুত ব্যাপার। কাম অন। সো
Okay.
it is starting to rain a little bit, maybe some droplets, yes, but as Rohan and Gargi said, they were 3 minutes early.
I'm just checking
You
the
want to
comments.
take some questions? Take them. Yellow phone.
I can see it here. Okay. Never mind. Suranjan is saying, can Bumrah repeat us two at Broad and take 35 runs from the same over?
Ask Shubhan that.
Only then Shubhayan can go in
Have you
and
seen
ask
my
that
batting at
question.
England? Shubhan was stumped.
Okay, Songbeat is saying a lot depends on how Siraj supports Bumrah because I have my doubts on how effective Prasidh Krishna will be.
Prasidh has bowled well. I mean, let's give it to Prasidh. He will, and this weather now, overcast, and by the way, tomorrow also the prediction is for overcast weather. This will suit India. It has to suit India. I mean, India could not have asked. I mean, it was sun belting down and all of that stuff. Like in the morning, England would have been okay chasing 500. They would have played baseball. They would still want to set that game up and come and chase down fourth innings totals or whatever it is. In the last 3 times they've won in this venue, they have chased down 250 odd. So that's why one of the reasons they were batting. So that's England's plan. But overcast conditions, overhead conditions becoming like this, it becomes genuinely difficult for England. You want to take some questions now?
Yes, of course I do. More Shubman,
पास में आ जाओ, ये ले लो.
give us a second. That was it.
That was it, right?
Yeah.
Sorry.
It was already open. Yeah. Okay. जडेजा बेस्ट बॉलर हो सकता है इस मैच में.
देखिए, अभी बोलना बहुत मुश्किल है और थोड़ा सा जल्दी भी हो जाएगा ये बोलना कि जडेजा होंगे, क्योंकि ये जो वेदर है ये जडेजा के लिए कंड्यूसिव नहीं है. बाय द वे, बारिश आई डोंट थिंक इज हैपनिंग, राइट? आई मीन वेरी
We are
few
under
droplets
it.
of it's spitting.
We are under.
It's spitting. It's still very spitting হচ্ছে. It's not heavy rain or even a drizzle. It's still spitting at the moment here at Headingley, Leeds, and we will see. By the way, we can tell you this: if there is a rain delay or an interruption, Gargi and I will come live, and we can tell you some stories. We can tell you exactly what's going on. We can show you a little bit. Yes, it has started to spit, and now
Yeah,
one can.
yeah,
People
it's
have not
raining.
opened umbrellas. Rohan, if you can show, no one has their umbrellas out
You know,
yet.
Bori, a lot
Look
of
at this.
people are asking, and there are a lot of questions about this. Is it not a good tactic to declare the innings now and come into bat? Bowl.
No. The reason for that is the prediction is for this kind of weather to stay on
Till
for the
to-
rest of the day.
Yeah, and tomorrow is.
And tomorrow. So the answer is no, because this is not going to change. The weather is not going to change and become sunny in the next couple of hours again. Not happening. If you go and check the weather for Met in Leeds, the Yorkshire Met Department, you will know that there is prediction for rain till about 4 p.m. local. After that also it's a cloud cover. So the answer to that is there is no reason to declare. Rather get as many runs as you possibly can. Get as closer to 500. I don't know if it continues like this, if they start or not. It's still spitting, no rain, no drizzle, no heavy shower. They might just start because here this can be a passing, but they will have info. They will have Met info whether the rain is coming in or not. Based on that, they will take a call. But at this point, spitting happening here at Headingley, Leeds. If this continues, if there is a rain delay, Gargi and I will come back with our live and tell you a lot of stories.
Let's
What's
end
going
it now.
on? Can we end this one?
Yes, and then
Okay.
if the rain is too much, we can come back.
100%. So this particular broadcast at this point, let's end this particular broadcast with the promise that both of us will come live along with Rohan. The moment there is a longish rain delay, and if the rain does come and the covers are on and the players are off, if that happens, we will join you again. Keep joining us for all our broadcasts from here in Leeds, because as you can see, Hindi, Bangla, English, multiple platforms, multiple streams, every detail, photographs from inside, still photographs. Devashish Sen, you have the best coverage here on Rev Sports. So keep supporting us, join us, enjoy the coverage, and we will be back soon. By the way, it started, the wind is also starting to pick up a little bit. We can feel that. The spitting, is the spitting on? You're outside, is the spitting on?
Yes.
One
Just
second.
a little bit. Okay.
Spitting on? Very little. I do think they'll start.
I also think so.
I think they'll start. I mean, the spitting is hardly there. I mean, you can hardly sense the rain. what we can sense is, look at this side, the cloud is dark. It's getting darker this side. It is dark, and the air will be heavy. So India will not mind this one bit. He's showing you the weather at this point in time. No one's using an umbrella. No one's opened anything yet. So it's not bad. On that note, from both of us, and of course from Rohan, thank you very much for joining us. Back soon if there's a rain delay. Pray for India. Let's get to 500.